Yeah.
What's going on?
Yes, Judge. I'll speak for Ms. Whitsett. We've discussed this at length at this point. I understand my co-counsel, or not my co-counsel, but my coworker was standing in for me at the last hearing, and we adjusted the testing so that it could be more affordable and a closer drive for Ms. Whitsett. Unfortunately, because of this not undue hardship, but because of the hardship she is facing in her life, it's continuing to be an issue. She's having a hard time. Her license has since been suspended since the previous hearing. And then,
not from this, from something else?
Not from this, yes, from something else, an unrelated ticket out of Romulus. And it was not something that she picked up. It's a payment plan that she's on. That's something from before this. It's not something I represent her on. So I'm not fully privy to what's going on with that, but and then she was fired from Uber due to that, or at least due to her pending case in here. So she's been without a job. She applied for disability about 2 or 3 weeks ago, disability based on her physical and mental disabilities, and then also food stamps and emergency assistance. She keeps continuously filling those out. And so I would just ask that this court give her more chances. Allow her to stay out on bond. This is something I really think has a lot to do with her mental health. I have continuously submitted documentation to Attorney Hughes' sister counsel on her mental health. I have not submitted those to the court because I was not sure if this was the time or the place or the forum to be submitting those mental health records, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why Ms. Hughes is in receipt and the court is not. But at this time, we would just ask that she, still be able to try to continue to test. I want to work with her daughter and her daughters and her son, maybe to help facilitate the testing as well. I have not taken a personal role in it, besides being her attorney and counsel, but I can help try to coordinate. I understand, and there was one issue. The third test is the 24th, which was yesterday. Today is the 25th, I believe. It's confusing because her color is blue and her color was called today. She played the thing for me out there, unless she has the wrong color. I'm not sure why that was considered a missed test.
Or she might have gotten it back to back. She could have.
Okay, so that's something that's possible.
That's
okay.
Random nature.
Yeah, absolutely. So she is going to be testing today. We have discussed that because she has to test by 7 today. So she will be testing today, especially since she's, already here. So.
Okay.
That's the extent of what I have, Judge. I would just ask that we don't lock her up, we don't remand her, we allow her to continue. I do think remanding her revoking bond would be something that would be detrimental to her mental health. I think that as we continue to strive and work towards helping Ms. Whitsett, she will improve. That's what I have to say for this honorable court. Thank you.
Is there anything from the people at all?
There isn't, Your Honor. I will leave that court's discretion.
Ms. Whitsett?
Yes, sir.
What's wrong?
I'm trying not to cry, but it's been hard. Since this case, it's just been, since I caught the case, because I just don't feel that I've been shown real justice until, I'm sorry, but I've just been having a lot of problems. And because of the case, I lost my job with Uber. I haven't worked for 8 weeks, which is about 2 months now. So that, my kids have paid our house note for June and July. And it's just been very hard. So I'm just trying to not have a nervous breakdown. So thank you.
She's going to therapy, Judge, continuously. She's now made the bridge of, I'm working with her therapist as well, or at least the three of us are working in tandem. And I have that documentation I can send to the court. I just didn't.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Ms. Whitsett, you knew you missed the test and you knew you had to come here.
Yes, sir.
And what were you thinking when you were coming in here? You were probably thinking, what is that crazy man going to do?
No, sir. I said to myself, Lord, please don't let Judge Simpson lock me up. 'Cause I know I messed up. I know. I tried to get the little $12, and then it's a big confusion about the drops because when Miss Wild was not here, I could not get her a return call to tell me again where the drop place was. So when I Googled it, All County Dropping is on Rochester Road in Troy. And that's where I went to. And that's where they wanted too much money. But the place that I go now, the first initial drop, they said it was only 50. That wasn't, it was 45 plus the 12. Plus they wanted $25 to send it to the lab. And I was like, well, I guess you can't send it to the lab because I don't have $25. But I mean, it comes back positive for only, THC, which I have my card, but it just was just like a big fiasco. I'm like, what
All
am I
right.
doing?
All right, let's back up a second, Miss Whitson.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to keep reminding you of this. First time you walked in, we met each other. Right? Remember?
Yes, sir. I was having problems.
You were. And you were trying your best to make me one of your problems. Yes, you were.
Not intentional, sir.
But what?
Not intentional, sir. Not by no.
Yeah, people don't intentionally try to make me one of the problems. Sometimes it just happens to them.
You're okay.
The reason I bring that up is because I think it's important to realize where we started. And then, but don't hang your head about that because then you walk.
This is one of those courtroom moments where you realize the system is complicated and expensive. Notice how she's not avoiding testing. She literally can't afford the maze of fees. This is where financial hardship becomes a legal trap.
Instead of you kind of yelling at me, having me try to understand stuff, you just talk to me. Right?
Yes, sir.
And particularly the last time that you were here, it went a whole lot better because we were able to at least communicate and talk with each other about what was happening with you and what the real issue was. The funny thing about that, Ms. Whitsett, is, and I'm a firm believer in this, and that is that most difficulties or obstacles that are out there, people take their time, take a deep breath, don't look to overreach, explain what it is, and if everybody's kind of working, you can solve those.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the reason I bring up the first time and then I bring up this time is this. When I saw this bond violation report, my office let me know about the bond violation report.
This shift the judge mentions is huge. When a defendant stops panicking and starts communicating, courts often soften. It's a reminder. Confidence and honesty can change the entire tone of a hearing.
We're going to have all of this. It was all going to be in order. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, here's the great thing about it. I can choose, even despite what your counsel says, to believe that you just didn't want to do this at all. Right? Or I could choose to believe, as your counsel's giving me, that you ran into obstacles and you're trying to figure out your way around them to do the testing. Again, why I bring up the first time and the last time that we met? Had the last time that we met, and then I get this, had it been right after that first time, I would have just said, you don't want to do this. You would get I would not give you the benefit of the doubt of anything. Here's the great thing about Ms. Whitsett. I can give you the benefit of the doubt now.
Thank you.
Because I know, after I think maybe the last 2 times, you're trying. And sometimes when people try, things don't work out. And then I have to give you all the credit in the world that you walked in here today. There's a whole lot of folks that they would have had this and they would have been running in the other direction, especially trying to come and see me. They would have been running in the other direction because they weren't even going to try to explain it. When you lost what happened in Romulus, and like counsel said, she's not representing you, but I know what happened. I can tell. You didn't pay some tickets early on. You worked into a payment plan.
Yes, sir.
You were supposed to make that payment plan. And we miss on that payment plan, then it reverts back to where it was, and now your license is suspended. That's what happened.
That's exactly what. Because I knew I had made payments on it, but not in June and July. And I thought I had grace, but I didn't.
Okay. So here's the deal. I'm not going to violate you. I'm not going to incarcerate you. I'm not going to do anything. Because what I know is that if you had the money, you would have done the test. And if you had had even a pool of little money to do whatever, you would have tried your best to try to do this thing I got to do this thing. You would have tried.
This is the judge's pivotal moment. He's openly choosing whether to see her as non-compliant or struggling. Judges rarely say this out loud. He's basically admitting your attitude saved you today. Huge turning point.
You're getting remanded. We prepped for it, but I prepped to argue, but I was very scared.
You guys should have sent her.
No,
I told you I told you they'd be ready.
we were not ready.
But said I wasn't going to do that to you.
Thank you, sir.
Because even when I looked at the report, I just said there is no way, as far as we had gotten, just trying to understand and work through this case, that you were just going to just not go 3 times in a row. It just wasn't going to happen. Now, one thought did cross my mind. And the one thought was, well, maybe she did, because now she's going to act like she did the first time she came in here. And she's just saying, I ain't going to do a simple test. I don't know. That just crossed my mind. I said, nah, that's not. All right. So I'm not going to violate you. I'm not sending you. We've got to get you back on track with testing. We got to figure that out. I don't like sending people. I don't like sending people to jail in any event, but I certainly don't like sending them because this is really an economic issue. I mean, outside of, the therapy and that and trying to work through things, the grand reality of this is you don't have the money. And it's cascading down. You lose your license. Not only do you lose your job because of this case, then the next thing you know, because you lost your job, you now can't pay the payment plan you entered into, you can't keep up. So now you've lost your license, which then makes it even more difficult to get a job. And then you can't get to testing. Not only financially, but you can't drive yourself to testing.
Right.
So what do you think I should do, Ms. Whitsett?
Your Honor, your discretion is the best. I can't, I obviously, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be violated, but I can only say thank you for believing that I'm not trying to blow things off and that I am taking this very seriously. It's just so many things, and the job part and all of that is not even the cause of me catching this case in the, well, it's just,
I know.
it's horrible. It's just a big, like I say, just a big, and I just have to, but I thank you though for your candor and understanding. I do, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's do a couple things. Right now, you got a way to keep a roof over your head, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's important, real important. Okay. You're going to therapy now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you got your way of getting yourself there, right?
And I dropped there also.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
So, but you're getting to that.
They have transportation and my son works nights. So he's been able to take me to my last 2 appointments because not
to interrupt, Judge, but I do know her daughters are quite involved as well.
Trying to make sure she gets there. Okay.
Yes.
So here's the deal. Ms. Whitsett. I'm going to cancel your testing till the next hearing. But I'm doing that because number one, you're being tested elsewhere, kind of, but we can't get some of those reports, and they don't test at the level we test at. I also see over the course of this what's showing up in your test. And quite frankly, you need a break. You just need something good to happen.
Going to church.
Pardon?
I said, I've been going to church. No, seriously,
Sorry.
I have. I'm laughing, but I'm very serious.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a break. I'm not going to have you tested. Or we're going to put this out to the beginning part of September.
Okay.
And so for the month of August, I'm just going to trust you that you're not doing things you're not supposed to be doing, but I don't want you out there stressing about the testing. That's one thing, at least for that period in time, that's now off your plate.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. And to say, speak to the drug testing, I have been clean since 2021 and have not dropped a dirty since that time. So
Except THC.
except THC, I'm sorry. But
That's
for
okay.
illegal drugs or alcohol, no, I have not.
Just need to be clear.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, when we do adjourn this, then this probable cause conference. You think that'd be enough time for you to get what you're looking to try to get done, counsel?
Yeah, I submitted, me and Ms. Hughes, or Attorney Hughes and I have been talking. She's been wonderful to work with.
Really?
Yes,
Seriously?
seriously.
Wow.
Hard to believe, I know.
I know.
I mean, right?
Great.
Prosecutors, man. No, I'm just kidding. She's been wonderful. I submitted deviation and mental health documents as I received them. And I do believe you need time. She needs time to work with the victim advocate, I believe. We want to communicate more with the victim.
Wait them and see. Okay. So I'm going to adjourn this out to September 5th, 2024, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Okay. I'll continue your bond. Can we send an order over or something, just letting them know that she doesn't need to test until
Judge, her color was called today. Should she just test today for good faith and then this can be her last test or no?
Where's the money coming for you to test?
My son. My daughter gets me Uber fare. No, I'm joking.
No, it's okay. You're good.
She doesn't need to test today.
Okay.
Keep your money.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor.
So the lesson in this, Ms. Witt said, is what?
Be diligent, get myself together and get on these drug testing.
Well,
In September.
there's that, but it's a bigger lesson,
I'm
right?
I'm sorry.
That is that you just have to hang in there. The only thing that's going to make the good times look good is when you're sometimes going through bad times. Because it's all relative. So let's try to work towards some good things here. And give you a little breather. Give yourself a little breather. And the important thing is to be kind to yourself, because then it's easier to be kind to others.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I'm not going to cry again.
Okay. Please don't. Right? So Ms. Whitsat, like I said, it's a lot of things. I always wake up every day and I say, I want to see a miracle. And when you came in that second time, after you acted that way that first time, that was my miracle for that day. Okay?
Sir.
So see, we're able to deal with each other, and I can trust you that you're going to do what you need to do.
Another miracle.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Hang in there.
Thank you, Judge.
In September.
May I approach